Here's what's known. Entropy runs one direction. Here's what's claimed. That mind is what matter does when it gets complicated enough. And here's what remains open. After a century of looking, no one has ever found the mechanism. Not the place, not the process, not the moment where matter becomes experience. Science calls it the hard problem. The Gnostics had a different name for it, called it the divine spark. In 1995, the philosopher David Chalmers put a name to something science had been avoiding. He called it the hard problem of consciousness. Not how the brain processes information, not how neurons fire. Those are hard, but they're solvable. The hard problem is this: why is any of it felt? Why is there something it's like to see red, to hear a chord, to be you? A machine could do everything a brain does in total darkness. Nothing requires experience. And yet, here it is.
Consciousness is the big objection to materialism. It's the thing that screams out that there's something more than the mere material. Even just when you have an average dream, it's fascinating to think what's going on there. You've got images in your head. You can close your eyes and you can picture things. You can see colors. You can see shapes in your head. Like, where are those shapes? I spoke about this recently on YouTube, and people kind of, in my comment section, they really didn't like this idea. And maybe I'm just getting something wrong here, but I was talking about how if everything you experience, if everything in the brain is reducible to the material, when I close my eyes and see a triangle, there really is a triangle there. I can see it. It's there. And I think, well, where is that triangle? The materialist has to say it's reducible to just somewhere in your brain. But if I cut open your brain, I'm not going to find a triangle inside of it, right? And people thought that this was a bit silly because it's kind of like if you cut open a computer, you're not going to find the thing that it's displaying on the screen. But you still have the screen displaying the triangle. In your mind, you just have the mind. There is no interface. It's just the computer. It's as if the computer itself, somehow there was a triangle in the computer's own first-person subjective experience. Like, where is that triangle that you can picture in your head? Where the hell is it?
The ancients figured this out first. Plotinus mapped the structure 18 centuries before Chalmers named the problem. The one at the top, undivided consciousness prior to all form. Below it, the divine mind. Below that, the soul. And at the bottom, matter, the far edge of the light. The Gnostics didn't have neuroscience. They had the conclusion neuroscience keeps backing into. The divine spark isn't made here. It comes from somewhere else.
Look, see those birds? At some point, a program was written to govern them. A program was written to watch over the trees and the wind, sunrise and sunset. There are programs running all over the place. The ones doing their job, doing what they were meant to do, are invisible. You'd never even know they were here. But the other ones, you hear about them all the time.
I've never heard of them.
Of course you have. Every time you've heard someone say they saw a ghost or an angel. Every story you've ever heard about vampires, werewolves, or aliens is the system assimilating some program that's doing something they're not supposed to be doing. You've seen it in your dreams, haven't you? The door made of light. What happens when you go through the door?
Somewhere between conception and your first memory, the light showed up.